Right. So with that being said, we're gonna play a little bit of some music right now. We lost two great artists, and not too long ago. Today they buried the Nick Villarreal, which everybody knows they buried him today, and also today we lost Mr. Jesse Serrata on this day. So we're gonna start the show. Usually we start a little bit different, but we're gonna start the show today. With a little bit of Jesse Serrata music and some Nick Villarreal to get the show started. And like I said, we got Shay Reina in the house already. We also have Grupo Lum in the house. We got I'm trying to remember. I forgot his name. Is it Rick or Ricardo? Richard. I was close by it. He's here. He is part of the remind me again, development, Harrisburg development, right? Redevelopment territory. And the reason we got him here, if y'all have been following the news, there's a store here that pretty much I think everybody in Houston knows the store, which is called Simon's, right on Harrisburg Street. And I've been buying my Stacy Adams from him when I was running from since 1990, and he used to sell a lot of Converse there. He was for 60 years. Converse was one of his guys there, and they decided to pull the plug on him not too long ago. And that's the reason we got Mr. Richard here. And he's gonna tell us about it. There's a lot of it controversial about this thing, and it's happening to a good man in a neighborhood, but the reason it's really happening is because of where the store is located at, and that is wrong. That is wrong for them to do that. I mean, after 60 years, they wanted the money of the Hispanic people and African American people, and now they don't want the money no more. So we're gonna be talking about that. That's the reason we got him here, and we're gonna let you know what's going on with that. So we're gonna get the music started right now, and we're gonna start off with Mr. Jesse Serrata and mix it up a little bit in between with Nick Villarreal, and then we'll come about 9:55. We'll start the first interview with Miss Shay Reina in the house. Okay, so here we go.
They're still on.
Aquí tienes las llaves de mi alma. Puedes entrar a la hora que tú quieras, para que veas que hay alguien en el mundo que pueda darte lo que tú quisieras. Yo he tratado de sacarte de mi vida. Yo no puedo quererte limpiamente, pero ¿qué quieres que haga, vida mía? Si el corazón no ve, tan solo siente. Tu pelo, tus ojos y tu boca, los llevo en mi mente noche y día. No me pidas que deje de quererte después que te entregué la vida mía. ¡Ay, corazón! He tratado de sacarte de mi vida. Yo no puedo quererte limpiamente, pero ¿qué quieres que haga, vida mía? Si el corazón no ve, tan solo siente. Tu pelo, tus ojos y tu boca, los llevo en mi mente noche y día. No me pidas que deje de quererte después que te entregué la vida mía. fiesta. Pica que le pica, rasca que se rasca, mucha comezón. Y fue de una mordidita, fue una pulguita, mamá, la que le picó. Cuando uno se rasca es porque le pica, pues que le molesta alguna pulguita. Cuando uno se rasca es porque le pica, pues que le molesta alguna pulguita. Andrés se fue a otra fiesta. Pica que le pica, rasca que se rasca, mucha comezón. Y fue de una mordidita, fue una pulguita, mamá, la que le picó. Cuando uno se rasca es porque le pica, pues que le molesta alguna pulguita. Cuando uno se rasca es porque le pica, pues que le molesta alguna pulguita. Pásame, Houston.
me hace que un santo es viejito, Terry. Digo, algo tiene que pasar, algo bueno. Hasta voy rite, Louis René. ¡Ah, ñi! Y el niqui. Cuidado con la pilgorita, que algo le puede pasar. Tengan mucho cuidado, si no, que capaz. La vida es muy bonita, no se les va a olvidar. Es una naturaleza que la pueden gozar. Dicen que es un milagro eso de la pilgorita. Y me dice mi tío, a mí nadie me la quita. Pero ya mi compadre muy contento se murió. Con eso de la pilgorita, el corazón se le paró. Se le paró, se le paró. El corazón se le paró. Se le paró, se le paró. El corazón se le paró. Oye, Tone, dijo mi compadre, ay, qué linda muerte. ¡Ah, ñi! ¡Qué chulada! Hay que gozar la vida, hay que gozarla tú. Porque cuando estamos muertos, bueno. Cuidado con la pilgorita, que algo le puede pasar. Tengan mucho cuidado, si no, que capaz. La vida es muy bonita, no se les vaya a olvidar. Es una naturaleza que la pueden gozar. Dicen que es un milagro eso de la pilgorita. Y me dice mi tío, a mí nadie me la quita. Pero ya mi compadre muy contento se murió. Con eso de la pilgorita, el corazón se le paró. Se le paró, se le paró. El corazón se le paró. Se le paró, se le paró. El corazón se le paró. Y no está ahí, digo a ver si me hace que me compare, se lo acabó la güerita. Pero qué bárbaro. Se le paró, se le paró. El corazón se le paró. Se le paró, se le paró. El corazón se le paró. Como dice Mike. ¿Qué pasó, loco? Le habla el Nicky Nick. Pues no me traen en bola aquí con el presidente, chip. Nombre, chera. Ñi. Oiga, mi raza, ¿qué es lo que está pasando? En las noticias acabo de guachar. Han dado cuenta que el señor presidente con una güera lo acaban de apañar. Eres mi amiga, no se hace nada. Adelante. Es que el Chipi no pudo negarlo porque le gusta mucho el Nicky Nick. Por andar con esa güerita, al presidente lo pescaron pronto y quick. El presidente anda en agua caliente. El presidente es muy machito y no lo miente. Oye, compadre Jorge, aparte de todos los borlotes que traigo el presidente, sacó las uñas y mandó unas bombitas allá para Afganistán, mucho que más flashy. No, qué lindo pelado. Andaban los cameos en high gear. ¡Ay, ñi! Oiga, mi raza, ¿qué es lo que está pasando? En las noticias acabo de guachar. Han dado cuenta que el señor presidente con una güerita lo acaban de apañar. No, hombre, prendí el TV y le salía lumbre por todos lados. Yo creía que era el microwave. Ahí cuesto. Es que el Chipi no pudo negarlo porque le gusta mucho el Nicky Nick. Por andar con esa güerita, al presidente lo pañaron pronto y quick. El presidente anda en agua caliente. El presidente es muy machito y no lo miente. El presidente seguir adelante con mi destino. Alfredo Pesa Merme. El presidente anda en agua caliente. El presidente es un vato muy valiente. El presidente anda en agua caliente. El presidente, a como lo quiere la gente. Bueno, mi presidente, no se agüite, que Diosito me lo bendiga y toda la gente está detrás de usted. We all support you. Esta es la cumbia vaquera que se baila donde quiera. Al dance con todas las güeras, tú de ritmos de cumbia vaquera. It's called el cowboy cumbia, and you dance it with muchas ganas. Se baila por la noche y también por la mañana. Come on, my little blondie, let's boogie down to Monterey. Yeah, let's boogie all the way. Come on, my little blondie, hop on, let's go to Monterey. Cowboy cumbia, it makes you get up and go. Andaba yo bailando con la güerita de stop and go. Yeah, talla y pica, yeah. Come on, my little darling, let's boogie down to Monterey. Yeah, let's party all the way. Come on, Doshy Blonde, let's go down to Monterey. Big Mamu.
Hey, Mama Shadow Meal.
All right, everybody, how's it doing? Everybody doing this? Your boy DJ Fluffy here at scpradio.com at the Skylab Studios on the Super Tejano Friday show. And let me tell you what, guys, we got a packed house tonight. When I'm talking about a packed house, I mean there's people standing up. We got people outside. We even got valet parking going on outside. That's how packed it is in here, you know. But we want to thank Miss Gloria Garcia for coming out here. She's from San Antonio. Thank you for being here. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself first time here. Now, is this going to be... Okay, well, it's Lollipop Promotions. So, she's in the house also, and she's celebrating her birthday, right? All right. Well, we can never ask them what their age is. So, you look like you're in your 20s. So, hey, happy birthday, happy birthday. And as a matter of fact, before you leave tonight, we're going to give you a bottle of Cazadores Tequila for you to take home with you, all right? So, we're going to give you a bottle of... Courtesy of Mr. George Gonzalez and Cazadores Tequila's party for you. Hopefully you're enjoying yourself and having a good time. So, with that being said, we got the lady in the house, all the way from Florida, and we got this gentleman here coming behind me, and he hasn't been in the studio for a long time. Mr. Jesse Camacho also in the house.
I'm about to have a heart attack.
I know I'm about to have a heart attack. Everybody call the ambulance. Man, he's been gone for 2 years on that way. I haven't seen him. He's alive. He's alive. Actually, Mr. Jesse Camacho is he was one of our first artists that we signed under SCP Entertainment, and we'll play his video later on tonight. A video that we did for him. So, but right now it's all the way from, if I'm thinking, from Florida.
Yes.
All the way from Florida. That's right. SCP brings you down the one and only, the beautiful Miss Shay Reina, all the way from Florida. Let's give it a round of applause, please.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, DJ Poppy. I am so excited. Oh my God, you guys have it going on right here. What? This is amazing. I love it.
Glad you love it. Glad you liked it. We make our show in our studio where the artists feel at home, they feel comfortable, and they come in and have a good time. So I'm hoping, and I can see you're saying about y'all don't have brisket in Florida. What's the deal with that?
We don't have brisket. We don't have. I mean, we have it when somebody decides to visit from Texas. You know, over there we have. It's a little different over there. The kind of we eat pollo a la plancha a lot. But yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving Texas. Oh my gosh, just the reception that I have received here. It is amazing. You guys are like awesome. I'm always saying I was born in the wrong state. I got to get my butt over here to Texas. Seriously.
Wow. I mean, well, welcome to Texas.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're here. And like I said, you came with your promoter.
That's right.
You came with Miss Gloria. Miss Gloria Garcia. If I'm mistaken.
That's right.
Gloria, she's from TTMA.
That's right.
So
that's right, baby.
Which is Tejano, is the Tejano Music Awards, right?
That's right.
So she's in the studio, so we have to be behaved because we're gonna
behave, porque hey, somebody's watching.
Somebody's watching, but no, hopefully you're enjoying yourself. Hopefully you're having a good time. And this is what we're gonna do. People that come from San Antonio, from other places, they go back, and we want them to tell them about what we got going on here, so we can get more artists in here. We have had the pleasure of having lots of artists in the studio. And now it's our pleasure to have you here with us, here in the studio. But tell us a little bit about Shay Reina. Tell us where you're from, how you got started in this business. Give us a little history for people that don't know who Shay is in here.
All right, you guys. Well, I got started about 4 years ago going strong. I mean, I've been performing since I was 8 years old. I started in a small dance troupe. But then I say about 4 years ago, I was actually debuted on a song by Jesse Sarata. I'm Jesse Sarata. Oh, tuviera uno, right? Jesse Villarreal, which is also an artist from Immokalee, Florida, the same town that I'm from, and all these amazing artists come from this town. I'm telling you, we have so many great things coming out of Immokalee. So I was debuted on a song that he wrote called Burlate de mí, and it was, I mean, everyone, they love the song, and it was so weird because, I mean, I was just so excited to be on a song. And I made my first trip out to Fanfare was back in 2015. I made my first trip out here, and I was walking down Market Square, and all of a sudden I heard Shay Reina, and I turned around and I'm like, oh my God, they recognize who I am, So that right there me dio más ánimo para dar trancazos para adelante, para seguir, para la onda, because, I've always wanted to be part of this great Tejano community, but being out in Florida, you really don't have the outlets and the venues and the bands. We do have bands, but it's not, of course, it's not as strong as, the capital of Tejano music, So, I mean, it was just amazing, and I'm just so blessed, and I'm so honored to be here with everyone, and I really do appreciate, and I appreciate the brisket.
Well, the food that came in today,
it's
the food
amazing.
that you're eating, it's
yes.
Courtesy of the Gonzalez Law Firm.
Oh, thank you.
They brought the food in, so thank you very much.
Awesome.
And we also want to thank everybody that brought food. Usually when we come here, it's like a potluck. Everybody brings food.
Awesome.
So everybody that brought food, thank you very much for bringing food. And it's for y'all, for the artists and the guests and everybody in here.
Thank you.
So, but like I said, coming out of Florida,
yeah.
You've been traveling. You've been on the road for how long?
We've been on the road since last Friday. My manager picked me up. Right now, I'm a migrant worker. Yo trabajo en Los Files. I am a secretary. Trabajo con la raza. I'm a proud farm worker. I have farm worker pride. Like I said, we can't forget our ancestors, porque lo que trabajaron, our fathers, it's, that's part of who we are and our history, ¿me entiendes? So yeah, she picked me up. I work on the Florida-Georgia border right now. I'm originally from Immokalee, Florida. So she picked me up. It was like 1 a.m. when she picked me up, and then I took over the wheel, and I drove all the way to Texas. And I am just so happy. I mean, we got here, right when we got here, we got into San Antonio. From San Antonio, we drove to Corpus. From Corpus, we drove to Rio Grande Valley. We stayed in Edinburgh. We drove to Taylor, Texas.
Wow.
To record a song. From Taylor, Texas, we came back to San Antonio. The next day, we had to drive to Houston, back over here to Houston. On Wednesday, we got here. I recorded with my producer. I am so, hijo de tu, ¿qué te puedo decir de este hombre? Vic Nash Espinosa.
Yes,
I am
yes.
so privileged and so honored to be working with such an amazing producer, such an amazing artist. And he's the real deal. You know what I'm saying? So I'm so honored. Por eso estoy un poco ronca ahorita, you know, because I put my vocals to the limit. It's like I was telling the girls earlier. It was like, you know that scene from La Bamba when Ricky's like, I was like, do it again. Well, you know, that was me. Well, I was like, no, do it again, do it again, do it. It's this one right here, this one. And I was like, you know, it's driving me crazy. But, you know, I put my heart and my soul into everything that I do. And I'm just looking forward to the CD coming out and just compartiéndolo con todos ustedes. And muchas gracias por el apoyo de ustedes. And it's not over. This is not over. Again, we drove back to San Antonio. We left like at 2 o'clock in the morning from Houston, arrived at 6 o'clock in the morning in San Antonio. We got like 3-4 hours of sleep. Then woke up. We had to drive back here, you know, to be with you. I'm just so blessed and so privileged, and I just thank everyone for the reception that we received, and thank you so much for, you know, for accepting Shea Reina and the Shea Reina project. And oh my God, what can I say? I just thank you so much.
First of all, I want to know, where do you get all the energy from? Because you're like the Energizer Bunny, man. You're going like 100 miles per hour. You know, where do you get all the energy from?
I'm pretty sure I'll crash as soon as I get to Florida. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna fall out. You're not gonna hear from me for like 2 weeks.
No. I have been following on your Facebook page, and I know you were in San Antonio today.
Yes.
And I got to talk about this man that where you're at today, because we got to meet him last year after the fanfare, and we actually went to go eat at his restaurant. And I seen you today. You were there, and man, that man is so great, Mr. Gilbert, at Gilbert's place in San Antonio.
Gilbert is amazing.
Not you, Gilbert. Not you.
Ese no.
And people,
Yes.
if you don't know about Gilbert in San Antonio, and especially if you go there to visit, we were just looking around for a place to go eat menudo, and the boss lady here, I told, hey Blanca, look for something menudo close by here. And the first thing came up was Gilbert, and I remember seeing artists talking about that place. And when she said, well, these two came up right here, I said, that one right there, Gilbert. I said, I've been hearing all these artists go there. They said they got good barbacoa, good menudo. And I was like, okay, so we went. And then I seen you there today, and that man is amazing.
Oh my God!
How was that experience with that?
God,
You even sang with him. You know?
I did, and it was amazing. We got there, and of course, I had an interview with Candy G, and she was late as always. So anyway, we were there, and we ate. We had the Barbara special. Barbara special, you know what I'm saying? It was amazing. It was get a fluffy taco with enchiladas and rice and beans, and it was so good. I was telling the girls, I was like, we've been on such a busy schedule que no nos hemos sentado a comer a gusto, ¿me entiendes? So when we got to Gilbert's, we were like, we're ready to take a nap. You know what I'm saying? It was delicious. Yes. And then after that, he serenaded us. Like, oh my God, what an honor, you know? He sang like 3 or 4 songs. It was amazing. Yeah. And he actually serenaded my manager, Loli, from Lollipop Promotions, and it was great. What can I say? Oh my gosh,
if you have not been over there, you need to go to that place over there. And let me tell you what, it looks like a little old hole-in-the-wall restaurant, but you go in there, and actually, you won't even sometimes find artists in there.
It's a piece of Tejano history.
And
it really,
the whole walls are full with artists that had gone in there. Selena pictures, David Lee, all these artists that had gone there. Emilio, he got pictures with all the people there, and he sings for you. If you tell him, we were leaving actually the day that we went, we were leaving, and my brother-in-law stayed behind, and we like, okay, why is he taking so long? We were outside waiting in the car for him to open the door. He had the car on, but he forgot to unlock it, and we were waiting for him, and then like 20 minutes later, the boss lady comes out, hey, y'all come back over here. I said, oh man, what happened? The credit card didn't go through? What's the matter? Start looking for pennies or whatever out of the pocket, you know. And then he goes, no, he wants to, you know, we told him we're from Houston, and he wants to sing for us. I was like, what? And so we sat down, and he sang like 4 or 5 songs, and he tells us about, he even recorded some songs with Elvis, and I'm like, what? You know, so it was amazing. He gave me some CDs of his, and, you know, we got some CDs and all that, but it was, and I seen you there, and it was amazing. It was. Now, I got to ask one thing. I got to ask Gloria. I got to ask you, because you're from San Antonio, Gloria. What is the deal with barbacoa and Big Red?
Ooh,
every time we see pictures, it's like people like you got to get Baracoa and Big Red. Is that a San Antonio thing or what is it? Okay, I seen that Barbacoa, Big Red, and corn nuts. You know, like,
that is too funny.
So I said, now that I got somebody here, I got to ask him what is the big deal with Baracoa and Big Red? Because actually he was there and I ordered some Baracoa tacos. You want a Big Red? No, I want some tea. Oh, you think I with Big Red? No, I want some tea. You know, so but he wanted to give me Big Red. So, but you know, we were there. So I just don't know how you do it. How you able to do all this right here. You know, and now you're promoting one of your the new song, right?
That's right.
Tell us a little bit about that song that you're promoting right now.
Well, this song was produced. It was written and produced by Abel Trujillo and Vic Nash Espinosa, and it is an amazing song. And I had the song in my back pocket for a while, and I couldn't. At first, it was gonna be a solo, and I said, no, esta canción. I hear it, you know. That's what I do when I get a new song. I'm like, what do I hear? What do I feel? And when I got this song, I was like, esta es una duet. I was like, I hear a duet in this song. I hear a conversation between two people, you know, going back and forth, you know, saying how much they love and how much they adore each other. And it took me a while to get the right person. And then a friend of mine, Michael Galindo, he's a DJ over at TejanosBest.com, and he's like, you know what? You want to ask Marcus? And I was like, are you freaking kidding me? I was like, yeah, you know. So, you know, he reached over to Marcus Daniels, and Marcus Daniels was like, yeah, let's do it. So we recorded it in Waco. And the result is amazing. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better artist to compartir, you know, this song with, and it's just doing amazing. And the reception that it's gotten as well. I mean,
it's a great singer.
Amazing.
We're amazing. We're waiting for. He's been promised me that he's coming down in Houston.
Oh yes.
If he's, and I think he's listening. I think
oh,
he's
yes,
listening.
Marcus.
Matter of fact, last year we were at the market last year. We're eating inside the thing, and I got him this year. And I got him to say, when you come to Houston, bro, I'm coming down to Houston. I'm going to your show. I said, I got you recorded, man. I said, so Marcus, if you're listening, hey, we got you. Don't make me put you on blast, please. Do not make me put you on blast. Now I got Shane here, you know.
That's right.
We want to send shout outs. We got some people. We got our page going on here. Tony Guerrero de las Sombras says hello. Grupo Negami says hello. Y Julio Guzman from Sandy Gino's Gavilan is here in Houston. Say hello, you know. So they're listening in. So, but we're gonna take a little commercial break and we're gonna play a little bit more music. Like I said, today's show is gonna be in tribute to Jesse Serrata and Nick Villarreal. So we're gonna play some of their music. Keep on playing some of the music, and then we're gonna come back a little bit more and talk to you more about Shane, and then bring the interviews. You know, we got some little stories that I heard behind there. We'll make sure we get them right before we put on the spot. You know what I'm saying? So. With that being said, once again, you are listening to SCP Radio here at Skylab Studios on the Super Tejano Friday Show. This is your boy DJ Fluffy, and we go something like this.
Ah, chico, ahí viene la compadre. Pobrecita Tone, que ya no puede gozar mucho, ahora verá. No se agüite, mi compadre. Adelante con el carro nuevo. ¡Ah, ñiñi! Ya la comadre se puso agüitada porque se tiene que poner a trabajar. Ya la comadre se puso preocupada porque el welfare le van a quitar. Es que se acaba de comprar un carro nuevo y ya los pagos se le van a amontonar. Y anda asustada porque ahora con sus amigas. Ya la pobre no puede parrandear, no puede parrandear, no puede parrandear porque el welfare le van a quitar. No puede pachanguear, no puede parrandear porque el welfare les van a quitar. Too bad. Cáeme más, como dice la comadre Snow Nieves. No, hombre, chela. Ya mi comadre se puso abusada. De vez en cuando se da su resbalón. Y en la mañana, bien cruda y desvelada, se toma un culé y se va a trabajar. No puede parrandear, ya no puede gozar, porque el welfare se lo van a quitar. No puede parrandear, ya no puede gozar, porque el welfare, chicos, se lo van a quitar. No, ya la comadre no puede andar en el Nicky Nick. Le tiene que planchar el uniforme y dice pronto y quick. ¡Ah, niñi! Ya la comadre se puso agüitada porque se tiene que poner a trabajar. Y la comadre se puso preocupada porque el welfare le van a quitar. Y es que se acaba de sacar un Corvette nuevo y ahora los pagos se le van a amontonar. Y bien asustada porque ya con sus amigas la pobre comadre no puede parrandear, no puede parrandear, no puede parrandear, porque el welfare le van a quitar. No puede parrandear, ya no puede parrandear porque el welfare le van a quitar. No, ya se acabó el free ride. A darle echar el pronto y quick y derecho. Now and anytime. No puede parrandear, ya no puede gozar porque el welfare le van a quitar. No puede parrandear, ya no puede gozar porque el welfare, George, le van a quitar. Sin valele, goza chica, tú sabes. Aquí vamos con la cumbia, el bolito, coño. Ahora. Vamos a bailar la cumbia del gordito, vamos a bailar este ritmo sabrosito, vamos a bailar la cumbia del gordito, vamos a bailar este ritmo sabrosito, se mueve por aquí, se mueve por allá, vamos a bailar este ritmo sabrosito, se mueve por aquí, se mueve por allá, vamos a gozar este ritmo sabrosito. Vamos a bailar la cumbia del gordito, vamos a bailar este ritmo sabrosito, vamos a bailar la cumbia del gordito, vamos a bailar este ritmo sabrosito, se mueve por aquí, se mueve por allá, vamos a bailar este ritmo sabrosito, se mueve por aquí, se mueve por allá, vamos a gozar este ritmo sabrosito. Se mueve por aquí, se mueve por allá. Vamos a gozar este baile sabrosito. Se mueve por aquí, se mueve por allá. Vamos a gozar la cumbia del gordito. Hasta vez.
I'm back, Nicky.
Ah, chico. I'm back. Dice la gotta go. Hasta vez. Ahora sí viene con los nuevos productos. Las nuevas tiendas, tú. Adelante. I gotta go. ¡Ah, ñiñi! La I gotta go. Ya no se encuentra aquí. Porque anda saliendo con el dueño del 1, 2, 3. La gotta go. Ya no se ve por aquí. Porque anda saliendo con el dueño del HIV. ¡Ay, ni, ni! No, esa gotta go es muy abusada, Tony. También mira el Discovery Channel. Y todos los anuncios. ¡Ay, ni, ni! Do it. Eleva, chico. La I gotta go. Ya anda buscando otro guy. Por anda detrás del dueño de Best Buy. La gotta go. Ya no anda con mi amigo Sal. Porque anda saliendo con el dueño dueño del Taco Bell. Ya la cara también la agarró. Yo quiero Taco Bell. Dijo, I think I need a bigger purse. Quieren paca, si tiene. La gotta go. Ya no anda con mi amigo Bart, porque anda saliendo con el dueño de Walmart. La gotta go. Ya no anda con mi amigo Ray, porque anda saliendo con el dueño del Frito-Lay. ¡Hey, gato! No, hombre, ¿qué dice? Aquí hay fritos, papas, pasteros, chips y todo el core. Para seguirle pronto y quick con el Nicky Snick. ¡Ah, niñi! ¡Ay, qué bárbaro! ¡Ay, mamá! La gotta go. Ya no anda con mi amigo Murph, porque anda saliendo con el vato de Solo Surf. La gotta go. Ya no les echa menos, porque anduvo saliendo con el hijo de Centenos. Bueno, I gotta go. She's another one. Too bad, not too sad. Very happy, and that's it.
All right, we're ready. This is your boy DJ Fluffy coming to you live from SCP Radio here at the Skylamp Studios, and we got a packed house. Everybody having a good time? Yeah, there you go. Well, like I said, we got a packed house. You know, we got a lot of people in here today. We got some newcomers in here. We got the Gonzalez Law Firm here. We got H-Town Smokers in the house.
Oh yeah.
And then we got on our Facebook live page, we got House Divided Cookers listening in also. First Class Cookers also listening in on things. We got a lot of people listening, you know, tonight, you know. So yeah, who's that on top of the screen? Is that the Gonzalez Law Firm? Yeah. Where's he at? Where's he at?
That's a good-looking people right there.
There he is, right there. Look at that. Where's he at? Which one is he? Let me see. I can't find him. Oh, there he is, right there. He's the second one right there, right? With the blue shirt. Yeah, that's him right there. He the light down. All right, well, we're gonna bring him up in a few minutes. After we're gonna bring both of them up. Matter of fact, two, man. There's let me see. Marco and Kevin, they're from the Gonzalez Law Firm. They're here in the studio tonight. Hopefully you're having a good time, gentlemen. Hopefully you're enjoying yourselves, you know. But like I said, we got Miss Shake. I don't know, Shake. I still don't understand, man, how you, with that energy. You remind me of the Energizer Bunny. The way you're going. You're gonna crash eventually. You're gonna.
Hopefully not tonight.
Hey, yeah, not tonight. And when you get to the hotel room, you know,
That's
you know,
right. That's right.
then
That's
you know,
right.
there, you know. But we were talking a little bit off the date. You said something at the beginning that caught my attention. You said you're a farmer.
I am.
Tell us a little bit about that, because there's not a
am.
lot of people that want to talk about that, because they feel
I
embarrassed about it.
have
But
no
tell us
problem
about it. You know,
talking about it. I have farmer girl pride. I am not afraid to represent where my family, the foundation. You know, us Latinos. You know, what I love about us Mexicans is that we no le tenemos miedo al trabajo. ¿Me entiendes? You know, I'm not afraid to get. You know. Honestly, look, I hardly get my nails done. I got my nails done for this trip, and that's because my manager told me, get your nails done. You know?
This time true. You got them done for me. This time true. You got them done for me.
That's right. And I got them red.
They're red. There you go.
You know, I have, you know, farmer girl pride, you know. I no longer pick. I'm a secretary, but I still work with La Raza, you know. I'm out there every day. And, of course, if I see an older woman or something, you know how they are, you know. Las mujeres mexicanas trabajan hasta que ya no pueden, hasta que ya no tienen tu vida. I mean, they go hard, and when I see someone out there, I have to get off the truck. I get off the truck and I help them out because, it reminds me of my mom, you know, and being out there with my mom and how she used to just work to the bone, you know, and I have farm worker pride, and I think we should all embrace that. And that's why the song by Little Joe La Familia, Las Nubes,
yes.
That song is very close to my heart. Very close to my heart. It's a Chicano anthem. And I have this memory of my mom singing it while I was very young. I mean, and it's so weird. I don't remember many things from my childhood, but I do have that memory of being out there with my mom, and she's sitting on her cubeta, and we always had the last pick, you know. She's sitting on a cubeta and she's singing a voz alta. Las nubes que van pasando se paran a lloviznar. Parece que se sostienen con agua que traen del mar. And that right there, that memory drives me till this day. This day, Tejano music, it's more than just music. It's life. It's like your mama's cooking. It's a feeling. It's a memory. It's life, you know. And like I said, I'm very proud to be a farm worker, you know. And a lot of people from my town are farm workers. I come from a small town from Florida. It's Immokalee, Florida, and it's a town of agricultural workers. You know, many artists from that town, they work in agriculture. We got Jesse Villarreal out from that town. We also have Bajo Cero out from that town.
Wow, yes.
Is also from Bajo Cero's. Amazing. And we have a lot of up-and-coming artists as well. We got the Florida Boys coming out of Florida as well. I mean, just a lot of amazing. Es pura chicanada in Immokalee, Florida. And, you know, I always have that pride. Es orgullo. It's knowing that you work your butt off and you get an honest dollar for what you do. ¿Me entiendes? You know? And I love it. Yes, it is.
Well, I don't mean to interrupt, but we got some people listening in, and we're listening to shout outs. We got people listening to Smiley all the way from New Mexico.
Awesome.
Alien City, he says. Christina Romo is joining in. And we got a shout out going out to Grupo Lumbre from DJ Rodman, also listening in. Grupo Lumbre in the house right here. And it says Quiet Michelle. So, so that's another shout out right there to her, you know. But I got to ask you, you got an amazing voice. And your manager was telling me about a new song that it hasn't come out yet.
Oh man, yeah.
And maybe you can give the audience here a little piece.
I'm so excited.
It hasn't been recorded. It hasn't even been out. It's gonna be an exclusive.
Well, actually, I did. I drove down from Rio Grande Valley, we drove up to Taylor, Texas. We went to go see Kiki Herrera and Bobby Cricket Aguilera's actually co-producing the song as well. And it's a classic. It's a classic, and everyone recognizes it. And let me just give you a snippet, and you're going to get it right away, okay?
All right. Well, don't give us a half a version. Give us a full version or something, you know. We want something so the artist can see what you got and what they're looking at, okay?
All right. So here it goes. Okay. Tomé tu amor y lo destruí. Subí a la montaña y me devolví. Y vi mi reflejo en las colinas cubiertas de nieve. Un sal de las bajo. Oh, espejo en el cielo que es amor. Podrá resurgir la niña dentro de mi corazón. Podré navegar por el camino del mareo del mar. Podré manejar estaciones de mi vida. Oh. And that is a little bit of the salve. Yes, it's amazing. Did you guys recognize it? You guys recognize it? Yeah, it's an amazing, amazing song.
Good job.
Thank
good
you
job.
So much.
Now, when can we expect the CD you're going to come out?
The CD, the full album, which is a collaboration. That's what's called the Shea Reyna Project, because it's a collaboration from different artists. And I want to give a shout out to my brothers out in Dallas and Fort Worth. I want to give a shout out to Tony, and I want to give a shout out to also Manuel Castañeda and also Tony Barra. They are the most amazing people I've ever met in my life, and they're actually they track every single song that I put out. And it's like I said, the Shea Reyna Project is a collaboration of producers and artists and just you know, people that have come together to help me, because like I said, I'm all the way out from Florida and I don't get to, you know, hang out with you. I mean, it feels amazing just being here right now. Like I can help it. You're just adding to my energy. I swear I'm gonna blow up. And it's awesome, and I love it. I love it.
All right, well, now if somebody wants to get a hold of you for an event, how can they get a hold of you?
You can get a hold of me through Lollipop Promotions, or you inbox me. Inbox Dolores Loli Castaña, and she is the CEO also of Latinas Empowering Latinas, which is an amazing group of women. Oh my God, these women are the real freaking deal. If it wasn't for Latinas and Proud Latinas, the Shea Reyna Project wouldn't have been happening right now. Like I said, a lot of things happen in life, and like I always tell everyone, I said, not every opportunity is opportune. Sometimes you just gotta do the dirty work, you know, and you can't be afraid, especially like the up and coming artists. You can't just sit there and expect somebody not, you know, Ed McMahon coming. You know, it's not going to happen. You know, you have to get out there. You have to do the footwork. You have to communicate. You have to reach out with this. I mean, yo no tengo pelos en la lengua, as you can tell. You know, I'm not afraid. So, you know, I reach out. And, you know, I just love to meet new people, you know. And like I said, as a, you know, new artist, you have to reach out. You have to expand. Don't be afraid, you know. As you're an artist, you can't be afraid. You're gonna be on stage in front of like hundreds of people. Exactly. You know, you have to put in the footwork. And I'm just so grateful to everyone. Thank you for having me in the studio.
Hey, no problem. It's our pleasure for you, you know, coming out, especially coming from Florida and doing all this traveling. Now, if somebody wants to buy your music, how can they get a hold of your music? Where can they get it from? You
can actually get my hold of music, CD Baby, CD Baby, Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, in every major outlet you can purchase Shea Reyna's music. So I'm just so excited. The full album will be out in December. Si Dios quiere.
All right.
Yes.
Well, maybe when you get it done, maybe you can come back to Houston. We'll do a CD release party for
you.
you.
That'd be awesome.
We'll do it here in the studio, and you can see we'll invite everybody come out.
Yes.
And we'll just have a little get together and play the whole CD, you know, out here, you know.
Absolutely.
So, you know, but I want to say thank you for coming out, taking time
out
of your busy schedule.
Me. Thank you.
Because I know you've been busy. I've been following you and all that. And you know, but you know, we want to thank you very much. Your manager, you know, Miss Gloria, also for coming out. Thank you for coming out, Gloria. You know.
Oh yeah, I want to give a shout out to Gary Hobbs de parte de Gloria.
There you go. And we also want to send a shout out to Mr. Tony Romo. It's a new Caney in the house. Tony Romo from Grupo Lumbre. He's tuning in tonight also too. Christina, I said Christina earlier right now. You know, and they're part of, only one of the members is here right now, the accordion player, but no trajo el acordeón otra vez. You know, we tell everything because I'm ready to come get the accordion. Oh, it's still from the Wasp. That's gonna be the excuse now. The Wasp. Pobrecito. You know, I'll fix it right now. I get some hammer and I'm out for you. But no, Shay, thank you very much for coming out.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thank
you, Michael.
Yeah. Like I said, people say DJ Fluffy, but I've always said I have a great team behind me. Without these guys, they do the footwork. Michael Lopez behind, you know, over here. He's the one that does all the engineering work and does all the programming. If what you see on the screens, that is all his work.
Wow.
You know, so I have a great team behind me, of course, and also DJ Jimmy Ray, also co-founder of Recipe. You know, so it's not just DJ Fluffy. They always say DJ Fluffy, but I have a great team behind me, great guys that actually do the footwork behind the scenes. Michael's back here in the back doing all the editing by himself. Sometimes he's here till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning doing the work and all that. You know, this show is, like people know, it is recorded. We are live stream. At the end of the show, he downloads it on YouTube, and then also on SoundCloud. So if you missed the show, you can go back on SoundCloud, look for the Super Tejano Friday show, the date. You'll have the flyer on there. So if you want to show your people, look for the flyer, click on it, and you can listen to the whole show again.
Absolutely.
Go to YouTube, and you can see the video on YouTube.
Awesome.
Okay? So that's like, you know, that's the work of Michael. He's the one that takes care of all that, you know. So that's why I say I have a great team behind me, you know. You know, so, and it is all done in-house. We don't take it outside nowhere. It's all done inside the, you know, keep it inside with us, you know. But with that being said, we're going to take a little commercial. We're going to let Shay take some pictures with the people here. People that listen here right now, let me tell you something right. We got a backdrop back in the back. At the end, once we get done with all the artists and people and guests that are interviews, we're all going to go outside and we get pictures behind the backdrop that way. But we're also, during the break right now, we're going to get Miss Shay to sign our famous door that is signed by all the artists that have come into the studio. She also gets to sign the guitar that we got back in the back. And Chewbacca. We got a Chewbacca book. And the Chewbacca book and the guitar, once it gets all filled up, where there's no more spots, we're going to auction it off and raffle it off.
Oh, beautiful.
And the money we donated to charity called, it's Kids Play, is that what it's called, Michael? Child's Play. Awesome. Child's Play is from here, Houston, and what they do, they buy game consoles for the kids that are fighting cancer.
Oh,
so while they're doing the treatment, they buy them all these games and they let them play. Wow. That way they can forget about the treatment.
You guys are awesome.
You know, so that's what we do with that stuff. Okay.
Are amazing.
So with that being said, we're gonna go commercial break. We're gonna play Shea Reyna's Nuestro Amor,
featuring Marcus Daniels.
That's
Daniel.
Right. That is right. So yeah, I have Mr. And well, you got the video, don't you? No. Okay. Okay. I thought you had the video. We're gonna play that, and then we're gonna come back with our next guest. Like I said, stick around for the end of the show so I can take pictures of Shay. I think she might even have some posters. You got posters?
That's
Shay?
right, I do.
Okay,
I
she has
have
posters,
some.
so
Yes,
during the commercial
absolutely.
break, she'll be handing them out, signing autographs and all that. Once again, we want to thank, the Gonzalez Law Firm for bringing the food out here for us. Thank you very much. And she loves the brisket. H-Town Smokers in the house. Don't forget, we got a couple, Michael, bring me the other benefit up. We got some benefits going on. Once we get done here, the party's going to continue at the Stadium Sports Bar. There's a benefit going on over there. For one of the for the band called the Goods. They were in here last Friday, and matter of fact, they're gonna be performing with us at the Pasadena Cook-Off and the H-Town Smokers tent. So they're gonna be there, but they got their equipment stolen. Yeah, I need that one up too right now. And we're gonna be over there. That's where the food came from. They're selling barbecue plates.
Wow.
So go on over there, buy a plate. $10 a plate. It's brisket chicken with rice and beans. They also got turkey legs, salsa and stick. Go out there and get you. They're gonna be till 2:00 in the morning, and then the band's gonna be playing also.
Oh, bless
The
their
band
hearts.
plays Tejano, rock and roll, 80s, 90s. They play everything. There's an awesome band.
Oh, wow.
So that's where we're gonna be at. And then we also got another benefit going on tomorrow that we're gonna go out there. And actually, one of our artists that we sponsor, Ms. Madeline Hernandez, is gonna be out there. And it's for how do you pronounce her name, Jesse? Olga, right? Olga? Yeah. Olga Nuncio. She's fighting breast cancer. And it's gonna be tomorrow at the Party Dome at Bones, which is 7617 Navigation, Houston, Texas. They're gonna have pulled pork sandwiches for $6, chicken sausage, rice and beans for $8. We have the Tejano DJ Tejano Jess will be out there in the mix from 1320 KXYZ, another group that I'm part of. We're gonna be out there, and DJ Lucio gonna be out there. So y'all make sure if y'all got somewhere to go tomorrow, go out there. Have a good time. Buy you a plate, and just support for good cause. It's for breast cancer. Breast cancer is an ugly disease that they can't figure out. That's how we lost Mr. Jesse Serrata. He had kidney. They found kidney cancer on him. But it's an ugly. I hate breast cancer. And it's any type of cancer. It's ugly. But me, for the women, the tatas, I love tatas. I'm sorry, but so I'm gonna say it,
Ay, Dios mío.
even though I had to say it. I had to say it.
Just had to put it out there.
I wear pink. Me and Gil, we wear pink, right, Gil? Right, Gil? So, hey, go out there and have a good time and listen to Tejano Jess out there playing the music, right? So, with that being said, we're going to commercial break. We're going to play Shay Reinas featuring Marcus Daniel, Nuestro Amor. Here we go.
Nuestro amor es tan grande, llega al cielo. sí sabrás lo mucho que te quise. La rama del mezquite y yo estaremos juntos, mas no te pongas triste, todo tiene su final.
All right, everybody, how you doing? This is your boy DJ Fluffy coming to you back live from SCP Radio here at the Skylab Studios. And like I said, we just got done with the lovely Miss Shay Reina. Where's she at? Where did she go? She's outside, I think. I think she's outside taking pictures out there, you know. But we had a great conversation, interview with her, conversation. You learn stuff from these artists. She's a farm worker and all kind of stuff. But now the next well, let me before I can keep on going. We got one more benefit that we want to announce, and that's for Daniel Garcia. That's also tomorrow at Archie's Better Time at 1806 Houston, Texas, Houston Boulevard. And it's for medical expenses. They're going to be starting at 11 o'clock. They're going to be selling also barbecue plates. Shay, if you want to stick around, there's plenty of barbecue around for you, okay? Brisket, chicken, sausage, rice, beans, potato salad. You know, so it's going to be, let me see here, the BBQ cookers are going to be doing the food out there, all right? So make sure y'all go out there. You're going to have DJ Jimbo. You're going to be out there, DJ? And let me see who. JJ Sound, Joe Garcia will be out there also. So go out there, support all these benefits. Y'all see them on Facebook. Y'all see me. I think I share over 40, 50 a day. Different events, not just benefits. Support the group, especially our good friend Gil with Grupo Lumbre. I'm always posting all this stuff out everywhere. If y'all see this stuff, go out there and show support. Show support. I mean, it's not gonna hurt you. I mean, you spend $10 on going to the store and buying your 12-pack of beer. Hey, go get your good cause. You know, it's for a good cause. You know. But with that being said, we got our next guest here in the studio, and I'll tell you why we got him in here before I introduce him. Like I said, I reached out to him because of the topic that came out on Channel 13 News about Mr. Simon. If you're from Houston, you're from the Magnolia area, Harrisburg, Wayside, Navigation, Macario Garcia area. You know Simon. If you don't know Simon, you must not be traveling in your neighborhood because Simon is a area that everybody knows. He sells Stacy Adams shoes. That's what he's known for there, and plus having Converse shoes in there. And I go there to buy my shirts that we use for the studio. That's where I buy my shirts at because he's actually the only one that used to carry my size when I was bigger because I used to wear a 5X or 6X, you know, before my surgery. You know, so that's where I would go find him at. But I reached out to Richard Rodriguez, Deputy Executive Director of Harrisburg Redevelopment Authority. Mr. Richard, welcome to SCP Radio.
Thank you so much for having me. I have to say, I love your studio. I love the setup you have here. Didn't know what to expect when you came in here, but, you know, you come in and it's just, it's like, you know, in Wizard of Oz, when everything goes from black and white to color?
Yes.
That's what you get when you walk in
the
door.
All the artists that come in, they get that same experience. But just saying, man, I'm going through it looks like a little alley coming down, yeah. You know, and they get scared. But once you get in here, it's like, okay, now it's this full-blown studio. Yeah. You know, so welcome to SCP Radio.
Thanks for having me.
And like I said, I reached out to you because it hit home to me because I go to that store and I buy stuff, and then the story behind it, the full story is not being told.
No. Not.
So that's the reason I reached out to you because you're involved with it. So tell us a little bit about the people that haven't heard the story.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about it. What's going on with it?
Okay, so as you alluded to, Manny Simon's Menswear,
yes.
Which is on Harrisburg, has been there since 1928. 28, and I should preface this in saying that right before the communication came through from Converse, he just received a letter of accommodation from Levi Strauss for selling jeans there for 89 years.
Wow.
89 years, you know. So, as you alluded to earlier, if anybody from the East End who's ever spent any time there knows Simon's. It's an institution. It's been there forever. So he's been selling Converse for 60 years in this location. At the time, you know, if you went to Edison, if you went to Austin in that area, you played basketball, you went to Simon's to get your basketball shoes, things of that nature. Well, so about a week before the communication came through from Converse, he had a scout come to his store, was taking pictures, you know, had some terse things to say, had some, you know, didn't seem like it was a negative visitor, a positive visitor. So he asked who this person was. They wouldn't reply. They left. A week later, he gets a correspondence in the mail saying, "We are terminating your contract. We no longer want you to even represent Converse. You got to take everything down." So naturally, he was upset after 60 years of loyal service. And I should preface this in saying, Converse is not the old Converse. It's now owned by Nike.
Exactly.
Nike bought Converse, and when that happens, you know, you have this story of the big corporate giants not caring much about the mom and pops, different, you know, order of business. So him and his attorney, obviously, they were very upset. They reached out to Converse and said, what's going on? Is this some sort of mistake? What's going on? So after several different calls and getting through the bureaucracy at Converse, he got to a decision maker who told him, look, straight up, this is honest. The East End is not what we feel representative of our brand. We do not want our brand associated with the East End in Houston.
Wow. Now, if you don't know what that means, if you don't know what the East End is, East End is what they call Little Mexico.
Right.
It's basically Hispanics, African American. So they're being racist, saying that they don't want to deal with the Hispanic community.
Yeah.
Now, who is pretty much the people that go and buy these shoes? Converse, Hispanics, and African American, the ones that wear these shoes, they go and buy these shoes. Now you don't want to be represented because you're in the East End. What kind of
Converse is the East End?
Yes.
As I've said, this is akin to economic racism, is what we call it. In my business, I'm in economic development. I'm with the Harrisburg Redevelopment Authority. Our job is to see investment in our community, not divestment. And the biggest issue, why it would really hit home to me, not only that I grew up on Avenue C in Mercado Garcia, it's my neighborhood where I grew up, is that it's the wrong trajectory. The East End is on its way up. It's not on its way down.
Exactly.
And these corporate folks need to understand the economic viability and capacity of our neighborhood. And more importantly, they need to respect all the years of service. As you, Akin, and you mentioned earlier, our folks, especially in Magnolia and Second Ward, there's a long history of longshoremen and stevedores there for the Port of Houston. White collar workers who've worked their butt off. Converse in that little store has been many father-son relationships. The way you prove up how you earn a dollar.
Yes.
People have a paper route. People do other things like that. You raise money, earn money. You work for it to go and buy your shoes or whatever. So it's a lot more than just an old man in an old store being treated bad by a corporation. It's part of the tradition of the East End. And I'm really happy to say that Magnolia Grown, who's a local artist out there, really stuck up for Harry. And the community came out in droves. I mean, we had like 80 people in his store. He said it's like Christmas on a Saturday. And to that point, on August 12th, we are organizing a rally at Simon's. It's back to school time. People got to go out and buy pants and shoes. So we're asking the community, if you really want to support Harry, go out on August 12th, go patron his store. We're going to do a big photo op. We got Councilmember Gallegos, Silvia Garcia, other elected officials coming out to show support. It's a good story, and it shows that when you mess with the East End, you don't know. It's like the sleeping giant or the elephant in the room. You don't see the power of that beast until you poke it in the wrong way.
Yeah.
And we're going to come out and let them know that it's unacceptable. They need to show the proper respect, and the community is going to come out and support that, I hope.
There you go. Now, like I said, one more time, that's going to be August the 12th.
That's right, at noon.
And it's going to call back to school, right?
That's right.
Back to school rally. So if you like to wear Converse, please go out there, show support to Mr. Simon out there, and just show Converse that, man, you're doing it wrong. After 60 years,
right?
Like I said, and if you have the young people that are in here, if you have not been to the store, go to the store and talk to Mr. Simon. He's full of history.
Yeah.
He got pictures in his inside store, and if you ask him about it, he will tell you exactly when it was taken, what was it about. That man just got so much knowledge, you know, and it's bad that big corporate companies like that want to do that just because you're in a neighborhood that you don't want to deal with because it's not your brand,
right.
you know. And there's more to the story because the news medias don't want to really get into it because they're afraid of lawsuits.
That's right. That's right.
But I'm gonna tell you what, here we don't have a problem with this internet radio station, you know. So I mean, I got to ask you a question, and you're involved with it. Do you think that the Metro Rail has something to do with this? Because they wanted to buy out a bunch of properties. Do you think they have something to do with this?
I don't think Metro per se had anything to do with it. Obviously, the area is gentrifying. You're going to see a lot more development happening in the East End. East End's going to be the new Heights.
Yes.
You know, and one of the things, our charge is to make sure that we can't stop development, but we can certainly work things in concert with it to try to buffer or protect the long-standing residents that are there. As luck would have it, I just happen to be in the position to drive that, to manage that development, and I'm from the neighborhood, thankfully. So I do that I'm very conscious of how we do that. I certainly don't want to be the man who's remembered for changing the character of my neighborhood. Actually, the opposite. So I'm trying to do everything I can to preserve it. Our agency, which is the Redevelopment Authority, also go by the name of a Tax Increment Reinvestment Zone, TERS. There's lots of them around the city. Some of them have bad taste in the mouth because they're in areas that don't really need them, like Uptown, Upper Kirby, where they're already affluent areas. There's no need for redevelopment in those areas. But Harrisburg and the East End is different. It does need that. It does need reinvestment, but it needs to be done for the people who are there. We don't need to bring. Why is it that we always bring nice, pretty things to areas and for other people to move into? Where's the quality of life for the people who've been living there? You've been paying taxes forever. Shouldn't they enjoy the amenities that the city can bring?
Exactly.
So our job is, and especially mine, is to make sure that we bring those quality of life improvements to the East End for the people who are there, not to cater to people that we want to come in and push them out. So I'm happy to be in the position that I'm at, and that I have that kind of in the back of my head all the time as I'm making decisions.
Exactly. Now, if you haven't been to the East End, and I consider the East End Harrisburg navigation on the area.
Right.
If you have not, now they do that. Well, what is East End Market? I think is what it's called.
Yeah, the
you know,
down there. Yeah.
If you haven't been out there, it gets very beautiful. They have done a lot of improvements down on Navigation Street, going towards with the old Ninfas, and not just there. You know, all going towards Broadway. They're doing all these, fixing up the area. It's looking nice. You know, also along Harrisburg, it's also looking nice. I mean, and they're, like I said, they are improving the area, making it look nicer. And there's a lot of stuff going out there now. There's a lot of events going on, and go out there and support your community, and just show it,
Can I say one thing to
yes.
that? One big thing is areas ebb and flow. They come and go. So much of us, especially Latinos in my generation, are always chasing the scraps of the affluent. We're going out west. People who grew up in my neighborhood, none of them live there anymore. They all live in Black Hawk. They're all pushing out towards the Beltway.
Yes.
It's the white flight. People are moving out as we're moving in. What I want to encourage people to do who live in the East End, who have family, who have houses in the East End, unfortunately, all our parents eventually will pass. When those houses are left to the next generation, don't sell it and move. Stay in your neighborhood. If you want a new house, tear it down and build a new one. We need to stay and keep the character and keep the tradition, the cultural preservation of that area alive. And the only way to do that is to stay and fight for your neighborhood, not leave out for trying to get the scraps of the generation that's left it. So that's the message I'm really trying to prevent to the rest of the community out there is stay, take ownership. This is our neighborhood. It's very unique in the city. And we have a very unique opportunity to make it right for our children going forward.
There you go. What I'm gonna let you know, Mr. Richard, you can count on SCP Radio. If y'all need anything, any kind of stuff going on, you can count on us. We'll be out there. We'll show the support. If y'all need some DJ work or something like that, as long as we're free and we're available, SCP Radio will be out there, show you support.
That's correct.
You can come out here anytime you want to, and you want to talk about an event, something's going on. Our doors are open. The mics are here for you. This is stuff that we like to get involved with. This is stuff that we enjoy because we like to give back to the community. We do a lot of charity work because ever since we joined Mr. George, we got involved with him. He does the Toys for Tots, every year, and of course with Miss Arberto, also the H-Town Smokers. They do a lot of benefits. We get with them, and that's the stuff that we like to do. Get involved with the community. So if you ever need anything from us, we're here. We'll be glad to help you out and be part of it. And we'll try to make it out to Mr. Simon's on the 12th. There's a lot of stuff going on the 12th, but hey, we'll try to make it a little bit here and there. We got our people. We'll try to send them out there.
Hey, well, thank you for your voice. Appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Richard Rodriguez, like I said, he's doing a great job. He's involved in the community. That's the kind of people that we need that want to get involved in the community and help the community. Because, to tell you the truth, I think that's a bunch of BS that Congress wants to do that to somebody that's you've been taking their money for 60 years. And all of a sudden, you want to get out of the community, really. Yeah. I mean, there's more to it. And I know they're not saying the full story. There's more, and eventually come out. And, I just hope that they change their mind. And I just hope Mr. Simon says, you know what? Forget you. I don't need you no more. That's what I really do hope. Because, hey, thank you very much, sir. Thank you for coming out. All right. We're gonna keep on playing a little bit more music. We got another guest here in the studio that we're going to bring up. As a matter of fact, we're going to introduce him as our new sponsor that we're doing right off the air. and we're gonna bring him up in a few minutes. But we're still gonna keep on playing a little bit. Like I said, today's show is dedicated to Jesse Serrata and Mr. Nick Villarreal, who may they rest in peace. And we're gonna go with one of Mr. Jesse Serrata's song, and hopefully y'all like it. And once again, I want to say shout out to everybody that's out there. And Blanca, you had one of your friends. What's his name? I forgot. Sergio Bustos. He's listening in from San Luis Potosí, right? That's right. So we got people from San Luis Potosí listening in, from Aguascalientes. Let me see. What was the other one? New Mexico, Florida. So they're listening from everywhere. We want to thank everybody for joining. For listening in. San Antonio. Once again, we want to thank our guests are in the studio. Ms. Gloria Garcia. Thank you for coming out. Hopefully you're having a good time and enjoying yourself. Lollipop Promotions. And, if you see her with a lollipop, there's a reason she's called Lollipop Promotions, all right? But actually, she was telling me out there that there's a song that Jose Pepe Leon wrote about it, so y'all need to look for it. I think I have it. I'm going to look for it in a few minutes. If I do, I'm going to play it so y'all can listen to it, all right? But once again, Mr. Richard, thank you very much for coming out here. Thank you for busy time. And our doors are open. Anytime you want to, come on back, okay?
Thank you so much.
Here we go.
No puede ser cobarde el que perdona a una mujer falsa y traicionera. El amor debe ser bueno y sincero. Vergüenza no es llorar, vergüenza no es llorar, porque la quiero. Toda mujer bonita será traidora, porque a un hombre lo hace cobarde. Por su traición el alma quise arrancarle, pero al verle tan cerca volví a besarle, porque también bonita, porque también bonita era mi madre. ¡Ay, corazón! Toda mujer bonita será traidora, porque a un hombre valiente lo hace cobarde. Por su traición el alma quise arrancarle, pero al verle tan cerca volví a besarle, porque también bonita, porque también bonita era mi madre, porque también bonita era mi madre.
All right, once again, this is your boy DJ Fluffy coming to you live from SCP Radio at the Skylab Studios here on the Super Tejano Friday show. And like I said, we got a lot of people in the studio. You hear noise in the background. Hey, that's fine. They're trying to communicate. We can't keep them quiet. They're having a good time. But once again, we got to pay our commercials. We got to, we do what I can do. So we want to say to our sponsors, Parties for You, Mr. George Gonzalez, Margarita Rental Machines. If you need a margarita, this is the man right here. This is actually the only man that has gone to a cook-off and won 3 first-place trophies. All right? Nobody else has done it. Matter of fact, after he did that, they changed the rules on him because they didn't want him to go back and win anymore. So, so they changed the rules on that. So, Mr. George, like I said, I told you before, since day one, you've been a great person to us. So we want to say thank you very much for being a sponsor and believing in us and being here with us. He's not only our sponsor, he's actually family. You know, he's actually family. We've been through a lot with this man. We went through a divorce. We went through all that kind of stuff with him. So, you know, he's family. He's family now. You know, so thank you, Mr. George. We also want to thank Ben Price with Cazadores Tequila for also believing in us, and they're actually the ones that provide all the drinks here in the studio. The tequila, the bottles, the Cazadores is in the margarita. So if y'all liking them, they does got liquor in it. You know, we want to thank them. Alberta's best bail bond. You know, best bet bail bond. And the number, you know, the number to get you, it's a number you can't forget. It's real easy. 713 best bet. So if you can't remember that, you're in trouble. You're gonna spend the night in jail. All right, that's an easy number. 713 best bet. Or if you don't know what the letters mean on the phone, 713-237-8238. All right. So there are some people that don't know that there's letters on the phone. You can actually find the letters and it's a number. All right. Jaguar Tent and Events Rental. If you need a tent, chairs, moonwalks, tables, even wash sinks for cook-offs, porta potties, they got it all. Give them a call. Let them know SCP Radio sent you. 832-244-8249. So make sure and just let them know SCP sent you. Now I got to announce. You know, before we do, we're gonna play a little music video. But before we do, actually I do when I come back. We got one of our first artists that we signed up under SCP Entertainment through Cazadores also. And we're going to play his music video because he's actually here, Mr. Jesse Camacho, right here in the corner. Even though he disappeared on us for a while, you know, but we finally glad to see him. He's alive. He's alive. But we're going to play actually the music video that we did for him. And it was, let me tell you what, that music video we did on a Sunday. We started at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we didn't get done almost 4 o'clock in the morning Monday. All right, and then we had to go to work the next day. So we put a lot into the music video. We think it's a great video. So, you know, request it out there. It's called H-Town. It's about Houston. So hopefully we're going to play it. Hopefully you enjoy it. And then when we come back, we're going to come back with with the Gonzalez Law Group. As we're going to come back in a few minutes. All right. So, Light Jockey Mike, take it over.
Hey Jesse, ¿estás listo para fiesta?
Let's do it, man.
Ya era hora. Este es tu regreso, papi.
Yo ya no quiero cantar de amor, porque eso solo causa dolor. Yo quiero salir, quiero bailar, yo quiero hacerlo así como se hacen H-Town, H-Town, H-Town. When they drop it to the ground, to the ground, to the ground, looking so H-Town, H-Town, H-Town. When they drop it to the ground, with the fire on the beat, sounding so H-Town. Llena mi copa de puro alcohol, quiero sentirme bien hasta que salga el sol. No me molesten, quiero bailar, estilo 713, estilo H-Town, H-Town, H-Town. When they drop it to the ground, to the ground, to the ground, looking so H-Town, H-Town, H-Town. When they drop it to the ground, with the fire on the beat, sounding so H-Town. Okay, okay. It's that bad boy, JC, Mark Lee. We turned up, we get crunk, popping bottles, let's get drunk. Got touchdown in the H-Town, we get down, we don't play around. Muévelo, inténtalo, un poquito más lento. Para acá, para allá, muévelo, muévelo, mami, sin parar. Mueve la cintura, cintura, cintura. Mueve la cintura, no pares de bailar. Mueve la cintura, cintura, cintura. Mueve la cintura, no pares de bailar. de puro alcohol. Quiero sentirme bien hasta que salga el sol. No me molesten, quiero bailar. Estilo 713, estilo H-Town, H-Town, H-Town. When they drop it to the ground, to the ground, to the ground. Looking so H-Town, H-Town, H-Town. When they drop it to the ground, with the baller on the beat, sounding so H-Town, H-Town, H-Town. When they drop it to the ground, to the ground, to the ground. Looking so H-Town, H-Town, H-Town. When they drop it to the ground, with the baller on the beat, sounding so H-Town. For the ladies. Arriba.
All right, there you go. There he is back there. Once again, we are live here at SCP Radio at Skylab Studios, and like I said, we were just playing actually our first artist that we signed under SCP Entertainment, and it was fun. I'm gonna tell you, it was a long day, a lot of stressful because this guy right here, y'all just don't know him. He's drama queen. I'm gonna say that. You know, he wants to make sure every there's no dirt on his shoe. And man, he was just going crazy. He thought he was a movie star. I had to slap him around a couple times, put him down to earth. You know, make sure the shirt wasn't right. You know, the button hooked up right and all kinds of stuff. The hat's to the side. I had to slap him a couple times. You know, but hey, he did a good job. He did a good job. You know, so.
Hey, but you know what? These guys made this video possible without George, SCP, and Alberta. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Yeah. That was actually our first music video, and we're actually working on another one with another group, and on that music video that we had a lot of sponsors also that helped us out. Another one was Miss Alberta. She helped us out. She sponsored all the food out there. So like I said, that's why we keep these people around with us, because they believe in us, and then we all try to help out. So with that being said, I got our next guest in here, and I got to introduce him now. We're going to have to add him to the list that we got here. Everybody sees that we're reading, and it's our list of sponsors. So I would like to introduce to y'all the newest sponsor to SCP Radio, the Gonzalez Law Group in the house. Thank you very much. You know, that is we were just talking out the air right now, and the deal went down, and they're actually our newest sponsor. That we had to add. So Mr. Marco Gonzalez, thank you very much. Along with, we got here Mr. Kevin, what's your Acevedo. They're from the Gonzalez Law Group. So Mr. Marco, tell us a little bit about the Gonzalez Law Group, because I mean, you do a little bit of everything. You know, so let us know about it.
We really do a little bit of everything. You know, I followed my father's footsteps. My dad, Ricardo Gonzalez, has been an attorney for over 32 years here in the Houston community. He primarily does criminal defense, a lot of court-appointed work, but he's one of the best, criminal defense attorneys. He's guided me all along the way. But me personally, I didn't make the choice to be a lawyer till several years back. I've been an attorney for 3.5 years. But I grew up in this neighborhood. I went to A.B. Freeman Elementary, went to South Houston Intermediate, South Houston High School. Go Trojans, go Trojans. Right around the corner. So I'm from here. I've been fortunate enough to work hard. I got 3 mottos. Do everything we can to win the case, obviously. Treat everybody like you want to be treated. And hurry up and finish the case off as fast as possible, because nobody wants a lawyer in their life. Nobody, you got a lawyer in your life, it's stressful. If you got to get a lawyer in your life, things have gone that bad or that wrong or that stressful, you got to go out and come call us. But in the 3.5 years, we've grown to about 28 strong. And we
all
take
right.
care of, yeah.
We're actually the fastest growing law firm in Texas, and Marco is already saying we're probably the fastest growing law firm in all of the United States, and I believe it. It's
wow.
grown that much.
You know what's crazy is, you know, we probably have about 800 clients right now, about 800 clients, because we do different areas. We're like the one-stop shop. You know, we do criminal law, we do immigration, you know, we do estate planning, we do personal injury car accident cases, we do contract, you know, we do business law, where people start their businesses. We do a little bit of everything, because when I first started, a lot of people from the neighborhood started coming to me because they knew I was a lawyer, and they had different type of issues, immigration, criminal, like car accident cases, everything. I was, okay, I'm going to help you, I'm going to help you, I'm going to help you, I'm going to fight for you like crazy. And it just started growing and growing and growing and growing, and you know, it's a wonderful thing. But, you know, this is Kevin Acevedo right here. He's a leader of my criminal defense department. So, Kevin, say a little bit about yourself, brother.
Kevin. I'm the lawyer. All the clients, when they come in, they always say, "Y quiero hablar con el güero que habla español."
I was about to ask you that.
Yeah.
You don't think so.
So I don't look like it, but I am Latino. My dad's from Puerto Rico. My mom's American. I grew up in Puerto Rico mostly, and so I'm fully bilingual. I do criminal work. It's my passion. I actually have to thank Marco for introducing me to criminal work, and Marco and his dad have really, you know, encouraged me to fight as hard as I can for clients. We don't give up. We don't stop fighting. We don't take no for an answer. We just keep going and keep going, make things happen for clients, and they appreciate it. And in return, the firm has grown because people keep sending more people, their friends, their family. They keep coming back for us. The motto of the law firm is your legal team for life, or in Spanish, tu equipo legal de por vida, which means we're going to help you and your family forever and ever. We're going to be by your side. And we treat people like family. People come in, they like the way we treat them. From the very moment they come in the law firm, we give them water, coffee. We're trying to, you know, make a painful situation as painless as possible. And people really appreciate it. And they love the fact that we're Latinos. They love the fact that they can come into the law firm, talk the language that they grew up in. You know, they talk with the words that they know that the lawyer on the other end understands exactly what they're saying. And then we go to court and we fight in English for them. You know what I mean? So they feel like the communication flows. They feel like they're being represented by somebody like them. One thing that amazes me is the Gonzalez Law Group attracts people from all over the place, and we represent clients in not only in Houston, although that's our main office, but we're expanding potentially to San Antonio at the end of this year or next year. We're going to have satellite offices in Galveston. We're looking at Dallas, Austin, potentially El Paso. Marco talks about having an office in every major city of the United States. And you know what? With the growth we've had in 3 years, I absolutely believe it. It just keeps growing. And it's only because Marco is always established. You need to work hard for clients. We don't give up. We're going to be better than everybody else. We're going to be better than every firm. And the money's coming in. The clients are coming in. We're winning cases for people. People are come back to give us hugs and kisses and cry with us because they're so appreciative of the work we do. We'll take calls at 12 o'clock at night. Like last week we got a call. Alberta sent somebody our way at 12 o'clock at night. We're on the phone helping them. It doesn't matter the time. We're going to be there for your family because we treat people like family.
And that's what it's about when you have people like that, Miss Alberta. You know, you refer them, and that's the same thing that we do here. We got our sponsors, and like I said, we people call, hey, I need a margarita machine. We send them to George. I need this. We send them to Jaguar Tim. Where I need to get out of jail. We call Miss Alberta. You know, and that's what it's about. If you pass the word out, that's how we grow. Now I got to ask, every law group or law firm, they have a strong point. What is your strong point in the group?
My strong point is our motto: your legal team for life. Your legal team for life. Because we don't just want to help you with why you came into us, you know, for whatever issue it is. We want to help you and your family and your neighbors and your co-workers and your friends and family forever. Forever. You know, so that's why, but we're going to show you what we can do with why you came into us. You know, why you came in for the very first time. It could be a divorce. It could be a car accident. And because, you know, your cousin got detained by immigration because Donald Trump, everything's going crazy right now with immigration. I mean, it's insane. Like, 6 months ago, you know, it was like steady with immigration. Now, man, phones are ringing off the hook. Phones ringing off, people coming in off the hook, and you know their families are being broken apart because of what's going on, you know, right now all over the country. Like, you know, but I have a passion for this. I have a big heart. I have a big heart, and I care. I truly care to win it doesn't matter if it's a big case, a little case. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is, I want to win. I want to win for you. I want to win for you. And then I've been fortunate enough to get about 28 other people to lock arms with me at my office right now in the past 3 years to come run with me, to come fight with me. You know, because I mean, like you said, I want to get into San Antonio, Austin, Dallas, you know, El Paso, McAllen, down in the valley. And that's just Texas. Once we get Texas established, then in other states, and keep going and going and going, because everybody needs help. Everybody needs help, you know. And we don't treat people like a number. We don't treat people like a number. We care. We treat people how we want to be treated. How we want to be treated. We're gonna go fight for you. We're gonna go fight for you.
And it's amazing how people come in for one issue. They come in for family. They have a divorce, or they need to have access to their child. They want custody issues. And then it so happens that they have an immigration issue, or sometimes they come in for immigration, but they know that their sister or their brother has a family divorce issue or something, and they end up hiring us for everything. I think one of our strongest suits is we can provide that 360 service. You know, we're not limited. If you go to a corner office, maybe you'll find a lawyer that does criminal law, but he knows very little about immigration, or he knows a little bit about family. We have people specialized in every single area. I tell people it's like a hospital. You go to a hospital, you're gonna get a specialist in every area. You're gonna give you treatment. You're gonna get you out of there. You're gonna be well. But we don't charge you like hospitals. Our prices are affordable. We get free consultations for every area. We get free consultations, so people can come in, get free advice, and it's up to you to decide. We're not gonna pressure you, but people know, they see quality when they come in. They talk to us. They usually hire because they know what they're getting. They're getting value.
There you go. Now, I know, Mr. Marco, I know that you give back to the community a lot. You get involved with that. Tell us some of the things that you're involved with in the community, and we see that you sponsor a lot of events. Matter of fact, I think you got one there that we'll talk about in a few minutes. But tell us what is stuff you're also involved with. You know,
I mean, giving back is something I've always done. I mean, like I said, I'm from this neighborhood. So, you know, there's thousands of people, you know, here that know me. There's thousands, and they've known that ever since I was in high school, I was always ready to serve, always ready to give back, always ready to help the community. Whatever it is, I was there, like, doing community service. Why? Because I wanted to. I was never court ordered to do anything. It's just because I care. I care. You know, I mean, I've worked a lot with Navidad and El Barrio, worked a lot with, you know, Toys for Tots. You know, I've, you know, in the community centers, I can't remember the name, you know, right now, but this past Thanksgiving and Christmas, like there was, you know, several people from my law firm, my parents, some other family members were just, you know, serving food, helping people. I mean, it's something that, you know, is within me because I care, and it just brings me in the same line to what I do, fighting for people legally, because, you know, people don't know what the rights are. When somebody gets arrested or something, they don't understand the type of power that the state of Texas has with the judges and the district attorneys. They got all the power, all the resources, you know, and it takes a lot to fight for somebody. You know, so I've been giving back since I was little. I just, you know, I like it. I like putting a smile on people's faces. You know, I mean, people come into me and cry in front of me every day. They come, I've heard everything that you could possibly think of, what goes on in other people's lives, everything. And they cry and cry and cry because they're hurt. You know, the reason why I do this, the reason why I wake up in the morning and keep fighting is because when it's over and they come and give me a hug and cry tears of joy because I won for them, I helped them. You know, and that's why I get up in the morning. We've
also got involved with organizations that promote, you know, helping domestic violence victims. We've also been involved with 5Ks. I mean, our firm is involved in the community because we care about people. If we didn't care about people, we wouldn't be doing this. We'd be doing something else.
There you go. All right. Well, Mr. Marco, you got a flyer there. Let's talk a little bit about that flyer. Yeah, and
So,
what do you got going on?
And I do a lot of community service events. I do a lot of promotional events. We've got one of the things that I sponsor a lot. You know, Miss Alberta Monopolies, the Best Bet Bail Bonds. You know, me and her been friends for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
You know, we've developed a very close relationship, and she is the leader of the H-Town Smokers. She's a leader of H-Town Smokers, and I've become very involved, you know, with the cookie team. And the Pasadena Cook-Off is coming up.
Exactly.
Everybody around here knows what's going on with the Pasadena Cook-Off, you know what I mean? There's times you got to serve back to the community, but, you know, we're humans. Everybody's got stress. There's times when you got to party. There's times when you got to party. You know what I mean? And then, you know, with the H-Town, you know, Smokers, over at the Pasadena Cook-Off on September 15th and September 16th. We're going to tear it up, you know, over there at the H-Town Smokers tent. We got, you know, we'll talk about, you know, that later. I think we're going to be coming back next week or so because, you know, we just,
doing the flyer and get everything done out there, you know.
The sponsor thing is going on.
Yeah.
But one of the fundraisers that we're doing for the H-Town Smokers Cook-Off in September, over at the Joke Joint. You know, there's only a couple of comedy clubs, you know, in Houston over at the Joke Joint on Fuquay and 45. You know, we're having Juan Villarreal is going to be the host.
Yes,
and everybody knows Juan Villarreal, you know, from the Houston area. We've been doing comedy for like 25 years. Been on BET, has been toured with, you know, Carlos Mencia and, you know, just everybody. And so he's going to be the host of the event next Thursday on August the 10th at 8 o'clock. And we're also having Chase Drousseau. Chase Drousseau is going to be a featured comedian there that night. But the headliner is going to be Nick Guerra. And Nick Guerra has been like on The Last Comic Standing. He's been on The Tonight Show. He's toured with Fluffy. He's coming in from out of town, you know, for this. So it's going to be, the Joke Joint only holds about 225 people. Over half the tickets have already been sold already.
Wow.
Over half the and it's next Thursday. So, you know, we're encouraging, you know, everybody to come on out and get a ticket because we're going to have a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of laughs next Thursday. And, you know, what we want to do is give away, you know, some tickets.
There you go.
And what we want to do is give away some tickets. We got 2 pairs of 2 tickets each. You know, for next Thursday's event, it's going to be packed. We got, you know, these comedians. You come on out, have a good time, have a couple drinks, eat some food, and laugh all night long. You know, so, you know, if, you know, I don't know how. This is my first time on out here, so I don't know, you know, what y'all do.
He got 2 pairs. So the first person that calls in, 832-910-7727, will win a pair to the tickets. We got them on the screen. And let me tell you what, these tickets, they're $20 tickets. So you're going to get, there you go. Hold on, that quick. So who we got? Oh, there you go again. All right, hello.
Yes. Am I a winner?
Who am I speaking to?
This is Maria.
Maria?
Yes.
Okay, well, you're our winner. If you can, send us our information to scpradio.com, and we'll get these tickets out to you, all right?
Alrighty.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. That was fast. All right, so that's one pair right there that they won. We took. Oh, what do you mean you can deliver the tickets?
Can I deliver the tickets to Maria?
Yeah, you can deliver the tickets to Maria. What is it? we got another pair of tickets for the event. Like I said, $20 tickets. But we also got a pair of tickets to go see AJ Castillo at Tumbleweeds. All right, the 12. It's also on the 12. These are 2 tickets to go out there. If you call in 832-910-7727, you win tickets. If you haven't seen AJ Castillo, this guy puts a hell of a show on. Let me tell you what, he's an amazing artist, very, very young, and he's on fire right now. He is on fire. So we got a pair of tickets to Tumbleweed. They're free tickets, courtesy of KXYZ 1320 AM. You know, that's another station that I'm involved with, community. You know, that's what we're trying to push with this radio station. It's an AM. Houston's been asking for a Tejano station. We have a Tejano station here in Houston. Right now we're doing Sundays from 7 to midnight every Sunday. And it's actually 4 internet stations combined together doing this to show that we can work together and make this happen for Houston. It's SCP Radio, 93.5 Jams, which is with Ricky Lee Duran, Tejano Jess back here in the back, And of course, Miss Cici. If you don't know recognize the name, Cici was also involved with Kakukuka back in the days. She had her own show there over 20-something years with the radio station. So we all got together and we're doing this AM radio station, Tejano station, every Sunday. So that's how we're giving these tickets away. Tumbleweeds is also one of our sponsors. That's how we got these tickets provided. So if you want a free ticket for Tumbleweeds, for the comedy show that we're doing, and it's going to a good cause, you know, if you had not been to one of the H-Town Smokers events, you don't know what you're missing out on. All right, we've been to them. It's gonna be, matter of fact, we're gonna be out there this September. We'll give you more details. It's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy out there. It gets crazy, and I'm gonna tell you what, Miss Alberta does the VIP area, and she takes care of the VIP people very good. All right. George Gonzalez is also out there with the margaritas, you know. And of course, SCP and the crew with the masks are gonna be out there jamming out on Saturday night. Yeah. All right. We're bringing the whole setup. I'm talking about the whole light setup. This setup that we have actually takes us about 5 hours to set up. So that's gonna tell you a lot. All right. So get your tickets. Come out there. It's gonna be blast. We're gonna give you more information maybe by next week, Miss Alberta. Maybe Sunday. We're gonna get more information about it. We're gonna have the whole thing set down. And let me tell you what, you don't want to be outside looking inside that tent because you're gonna be wishing you were inside with us. All right. So once again, we want to thank Mr. Mark Gonzalez.
Thank you.
Mr. Kevin here from the Gonzalez Law Group, and our newest sponsor to SCP Radio. All right. So with that being said, we're gonna start playing a little bit more music, and then we're gonna let the artists that are still here, Miss Shay Raina, I'm sorry, she's still here, hanging in here. I don't know. I don't know what's in this cup right here. I ain't gonna say what's in this cup, you know. But she's still here. After this, we're gonna go outside, take some pictures. We're gonna continue playing some music. But we want to thank everybody for coming out. Mr. Ricardo, thank you for coming out also. Make sure we're gonna be out there for that event that you told us also out there. So get involved in the community. That's one thing with Stride. And we're gonna close this segment with a gentleman in the studio from Grupo Lumbre, one of the newest songs that's been doing great on all the stations, hitting #1 with the song called Mentiras de Grupo Lumbre. Here we go. Yeah. All right.
diferente. Las cosas buenas de esta vida hoy son mías fácilmente. Tú me has demostrado lo que tanto había extrañado. Tú me diste el poder para volver a querer. Tú me lo has probado, tú me has hecho creer que para ser dichoso se necesita el amor de una mujer. Tú me lo has probado, tú me has hecho creer que para ser dichoso se necesita el amor de una mujer. Lo que tanto me faltaba, lo que nunca pude creer. Tú me lo has probado, tú me has hecho creer que para ser dichoso se necesita el amor de una mujer. Tú me lo has probado, tú me has hecho creer que para ser dichoso se necesita el amor de una mujer. Ay, amigo, ¿qué crees que pasó? Se me fue la que tanto adoraba. Un papel me dejó en el buró y una foto tirado en la cama donde estaba colgada de un hombre que sin duda con él me engañaba. Levanté tembloroso el papel y leí 4 o 5 renglones. Con mi llanto cubrió mis pupilas y lloré como lloran los hombres. Yo no sé qué le debo a la vida, que me paga con puras traiciones. Ella dice que dejó la foto para que mis ojos lo vieran de cerca, que es un hombre rico que le da dinero y que sin embargo yo le di pobreza. Oh, baby. que se acabe esta vida infeliz y que vengan las copas de vino. Ella vaga en el mundo sin mí y yo vago en el fondo del vicio. Ella dice que dejó la foto para que mis ojos lo vieran de cerca, que es un hombre rico que le da dinero y que sin embargo yo le di pobreza. Cuánto sufro en la vida por no querer ser yo menos que nadie. Sufro mucho, mi Dios bien lo sabe, por el amor que yo le tengo a esa mujer. Ay, cuánto diera yo por la vida de antes. En cuanto a amores a mí no me faltaban. En esta vida todo se acaba por el amor que yo le tengo a esa mujer. Oh, gran Dios, cuánto sufro en la vida por no querer ser yo menos que nadie. Sufro mucho, mi Dios bien lo sabe, por el amor que yo le tengo a esa mujer. Ay, cuánto diera yo por la vida de antes. En cuanto a amores a mí no me faltaban. Sufro mucho, mi Dios bien lo sabe, por el amor que yo le tengo a esa mujer. Por el amor que yo le tengo a esa mujer. Oh, baby. las que solito me paso yo, rememorando aquellos tiempos de nuestro amor, que no daría porque a mi lado estuvieras tú. Te bajaría un pedacito de cielo azul. Tú que en mi vida fuiste mi encanto y mi inspiración. Hoy que no te hallo, pierdo las notas de mi canción. Que no daría porque a mi lado estuvieras tú. Te bajaría un pedacito de cielo azul. Oh, do it, little mama. Y amargas horas las que solito me paso yo, rememorando aquellos tiempos de nuestro amor, que no daría porque a mi lado estuvieras tú. Te bajaría un pedacito de cielo azul. Tú que en mi vida fuiste mi encanto y mi inspiración. Hoy que no te hallo, pierdo las notas de mi canción. Que no daría porque a mi lado estuvieras tú. Te bajaría un pedacito del cielo azul. Oh, do it, Houston, Texas. mucha precaución, porque un descuido que te des y vas al piso otra vez por un amor.
Me recuerda del pelado con que te fuiste. Me dejaste por another, no me importa, I don't care. Tú bien sabes que te lava como ropa wash and wear. Se lava en lavadero, en máquina, hasta en el car wash, no se hace nada. Joey. You try to hurt me y no pudiste. Tú bien sabes que soy macho. A este guacho, cucaracho, no me importa, I don't care. No me importa, ¿qué le hacemos? Como los chilitos también lavan, ¿no? Ay, ña, ña, ña. Tú supiste que te amaba. She blown, big mama. I need you. Me dejaste for another, no me importa, I don't care. Tú bien sabes que se lava como ropa wash and wear. Que mi raza se lava, se plancha y se vuelve a usar, pero a mano, a niñe. You try to hurt me y no pudiste. Tú bien sabes que soy macho. A este guacho, cucaracho, no me importa, I don't care. I don't care, cause I'll always be there, and that's fair. Tú supiste que te amaba, and that I was always there. Que chilena, alligator, no me importa, I don't care. Hasta luego, no me importa, I don't care. ¿Cómo quieres ser mi amiga si fuiste mi mujer? ¡Qué bárbaro! ¿Cómo quieres ser mi amiga si tú fuiste mi mujer? ¿Cómo sé si otro hombre te dio nuevo placer? No te hace nada, vámonos para adelante. ¿Cómo quieres que me olvide que fuimos hombre y mujer y ahora quieres ser mi amiga? Traidora mujer. Mejor vete a otro lado con tu modo de ser. para adelante y te perdona que te perdone Dios. ¿Cómo quieres ser mi amiga si fuiste mi mujer? ¿Cómo sé si otro hombre no te dio nuevo placer? No se hace nada, cantinero, otra vironga para olvidar este jale. ¿Cómo quieres que me olvide que fuimos hombre y mujer y ahora quieres ser mi amiga? Traidora mujer. Hasta luego, mi amor. No, hombre, compadre Jorge, ¿qué crees que pasó? Al viejito le dieron la ballengua y el cañón ahora truene y truene tú. Truena más que el cañón del Álamo en San Antonio. Pero, ay, qué chulada. Échele ganas. ¡Ah, ñiñi! Un viejito alborotado a la viejita dejó. Se tomó una ballengua y le dijo, ay, te guacho yo. Por ahí dicen que el viejito a una güerita conoció y de tanto que la quiso un carro nuevo le compró. Ah, compadre Jorge, fíjate que tanto que la quiso, compadre, el viejito le compró un carro chiquito a lo pit. ¡Qué chulada! ¡Ah, niñe! La viejita enojada una explicación pidió, porque cuando estaba enfermo ella nunca lo dejó. La viejita alborotada un jovencito conoció y le dijo al viejito, papacito, sigo yo. No, hombre, ¿qué tal la viejita? Esa sí no necesita Viagra. ¡Ay, güey! Un viejito alborotado a la ruquita dejó. Se tomó una Viagra y le dijo, ay, te guacho yo. Ahora verás, amigos, compadres, ¿qué les parece esta cosa? Está tremenda la situation. Richard Orozco, Luis, Añiñi. Por ahí dicen que el viejito una güerita conoció y de tanto que la quiso un Corvette nuevo le compró. Tengan mucho cuidado, viejito, no se lo... ¿Cómo sufro en este mundo, papá? Yo voy por estas güeras, pero como quiera las quiero. Y hay que seguir adelante, échale ganas. ¡Qué bárbaro! Son mentiras si te digo que no te quiero. Son mentiras que no te adoro. No he podido borrarte de mi mente. A mi Dios le pido, corazón, que quiero verte. Ay, cómo sufro en el mundo, papá, te voy. No te dejes ir. No me rajo. Es difícil olvidar de tu cariño. Es difícil olvidar de tus caricias. Voy vagando por el mundo muy borracho. Solo Dios aliviará esta tristeza. Ya no quiero seguir en este mundo. He pensado hasta darme un balazo. Me voy lejos para siempre de tu lado. Mira, reina, yo no aguanto este fracaso. Qué duro, pero me aguanto y le sigo para adelante.
Sé que paguen mal, Nick. Diles algo, Nick.
Como quiera las quiero. Son mentiras si te digo que no te quiero. Son mentiras si te digo que no te adoro. No he podido borrarte de mi mente. A mi Dios le pido, corazón, que quiero verte. Cantinero, otro tequilazo. Ya no quiero seguir en este mundo. He pensado hasta darme un balazo. Me voy lejos para siempre de tu lado. Mira, reina, yo no aguanto este fracaso. Yo no aguanto, pero me voy a enseñar. ¡Adelante!
Al ver llorar a un hombre es algo que se admira. Lo ven con su tristeza arrastrar por todo el suelo su orgullo y su vergüenza. El cariño que tienes es algo muy distinto. Para él un mal desprecio hacer en 1000 pedazos el corazón que tienes. Por eso yo quería quererte con el alma, porque yo presentía lo que tú ibas a hacer. Dejar de enamorado como tal vez lo has hecho, y no me da vergüenza llorar porque te quiero con todo el corazón. Quiéreme como yo. felices para querernos mucho dentro la ley de Dios. Porque para mi amor no existe otro cariño y el amor que te tengo lo trae mi corazón. Pero si pasó este día, qué sorpresa llevarás. Y es nomás porque ahora tengo a una que me ha de esperar hasta que de ti me olvide para no más a ella amar. Ya tengo más de 3 días y parece que es así. Si aguanto este día sin verte, es que me he olvidado de.
All right, how's everything? Your boy DJ Fluffy. Sorry about the little interruption right there. We had technical difficulty. Somebody tripped over the computer and turned off the music. But actually, it's the end of the show. We want to thank everybody for coming out and having a good time. The people that are still in here drunk. Tejano Jess is está tirado acá en la esquina, la chingada ya está, you know. Is there?
It's real low. Is it on iTunes?
I don't know. Let me check real quick. Yep. There you go. All right. Well, we want to say thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Super Tejano Friday show with your boy DJ Fluffy, along with Mr. CEO Light Jockey Mike and DJ Jimmy Ray. Always imitated but never duplicated. That's right. And like I said, Thursday nights, you can see them at Shooters now. Every Thursday night, me and DJ Jimmy. The last night, man, we had the place rocking. It was good. White boy can play Tejano music. I tell you that. White boy, pinche güero, güey. No. Chino. Actually, Chino can play some Tejano music, man. He had people dancing. I don't know what he was, you know. But we actually had a good time. It actually felt good to be back at Shooters. And you know, he had a white girl and a black guy dancing cumbias. I don't know how that happened, but that guy was getting down.
Leave it alone.
That brother, Wally, you need to learn how to dance, man, because this guy was dancing. Hey, right there, same thing. White girl, black guy, hey, y'all do the same thing. You know. Pero esta es una white girl nalgona. You know. Tiene unas nalgas que hijo de su madre. Got her own zip code, levanta muertos, igual que la hermana. You know.
You know she's doing this too.
I know she is, but she loves me anyway, you know. She loves me. She'll get over it. I'll just give her a nice little tap, go bowling with her, you know. You know. Hey, I like to go bowling, you know, and if I find my target, hey, I'm gonna go for it. And you're gonna have my handprint on you for a while, you know. You ever heard that thing, 50 Shades of Red? That's me. I created that. 50 Shades of Red, all right? But once again, like I said, we want to thank everyone for coming out. We want to thank Mr. George Gonzalez, Parties for You, Cazadores Tequilas, you know, our sponsor, Mr. Alberta, from Alberta's Best Belbon, and Jaguar Terreno, and our newest sponsor, Mr. Marco Gonzalez from Gonzalez Law Group. Not Law Group, Law Group. So that's how you can find them up, you know. So, but with that being said, we're going to end the show. We want to, once again, I want to thank all the SCP crew for making this happening. And like I said, we're the future entertainment. You can't mess with us. You're not going to mess with us. And you can't hang with us. Simple as that. All right. So with that being said, see y'all next Friday. Un momento. That's right. Big shout out to DJ Chino Latino, who's holding down SCP at Shooters tonight. He's out there doing the country set, and he'll be out there also tomorrow doing. They have a live band tomorrow. I think who's that tomorrow? Twain Street Union will be at Shooters tomorrow, and actually, we got a big announcement. We're adding a new member, and we're gonna give the details. But this gentleman that we're adding, very known DJ disc jockey. No hints, man. But they're gonna figure it out. Well, you already said it. No, it's not a she. You know, but you're gonna check your emails and the pictures. But we're not gonna give it out because we're working on all the final details. But what we can say a little clue, can't we? No. Can we say where he's from?
No.
No, he'll get away.
Nada. Too bad.
He's from Houston. Maybe I was calientes, but I'm gonna tell you what. This member that we're about to add, it's gonna take us to another level. I said we're growing, we're getting bigger, we're adding new members to the station, and we're just getting bigger and better every year. So y'all stay tuned for the little clues. Michael's gonna be saying some stuff on Facebook, little clues here and there. If everything goes well, wasn't it with Mike? Maybe next week he starts. Possibly. He or she starts next week. Yep. If not, at the end of the month, he or she will start with the station. No, it's not. It's not you, Jesse. It's not you. Don't raise your hand. You know. He's all happy over in the corner. Está borracho ya, you know. Hey, remember what happens? You get scratches when you get drunk. All right? Remember, then you're in trouble with your wife. Hey, you were there that last time too, and you got home with scratches on your back and everything. I wish I had that video. You know, dancing like he was dancing like what was that guy that came out on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Alfonso. And then he was twerking too. That was an ugly view right there. I don't see that anymore. You know. But with that being said, I want to say thank you everybody. Thanks for tuning in. See you on next Friday, and I'll let y'all know by next week who's coming in. Matter of fact, next Friday we got David Deanda from Grupo Excelencia coming in here, promoting his new music, and we got some more couple of groups that we're working on right now. So thank you for tuning in. Good night. We'll see y'all next Friday. Mike, take it away. Tomorrow night, I'll be on my show. Oh. Tomorrow night, DJ Jimmy Ray, 8 o'clock, doing the Power Hour. Good night.
This is your boy, Light Jockey Mike, and I just wanted to thank you for supporting SCP Radio. That's the end of our show, but please be sure to check us out on SpaceCadetPro.com, where you will be able to watch our videos, find and like all of our social media accounts, and chat with us. While you are there, click on the radio tab, where you will be able to see the show schedule and all of the different ways to reach us. You can also listen to us from there if you are on a PC or laptop. Thanks again, and remember, we are the future in entertainment.